Yeah, so who and or what was your biggest motivation?
Yes.
Mm.
In 1953
Yeah.
or thereabouts, Herb came to Jamaica and started coaching at Calabar. And I was always fascinated about Herb and the art of it. As a matter of fact, I was coming from elementary school one day and was talking to a friend and telling him art of the straddling is about half the distance of a lamppost. So and the guy said, "But then you're talking foolish to somebody." I said, "No, man is great."
Yeah.
In those days, you didn't have television, and you only hear about people.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes your imagination sort of just ran over you. But I always was impressed by her McKenna. So, when I get an opportunity to be with the guy every day training, and not only that, we had special affection for each other. Guys, he would invite me to his house and meet his family, and they would take me out on picnics and so on and so forth. So, from an early age, 11, 12, I was interested in track and field and wanted to be like her.
Yeah. So Herb McKinley was one of your bigger motivations back in the past.
Yes, but there's no question. We used to play a game called Chevy Chase in elementary school.
Yeah.
And then we used to have some mini Olympics in my neighborhood. So when Herb came on the scene, he must have been, and he actually was the greatest motivational factor in my life.
Okay. Okay. And this question comes from Ajani Saman, and he says, why you felt you had to compete in the 62 Commonwealth Games even though you were injured?
I was injured when I entered the Commonwealth Games. I was injured the day before the Games. As a matter of fact, I was running quite well. And the day before the event, Herb wanted me to run some 60s.
Yeah.
And I told him, nah, I never compete before, the day before a big event like the Commonwealth Games. And he insisted. And I ran 60 meters in 6.4 seconds alone, hand time. And he said, no, it was slow. Okay, in his mind, he thinks it was 60 yards.
Yeah.
And I was warm properly, and I ran again and got hurt.
Okay. So you weren't injured. So you were injured before the meet started, basically.
Yes, about 24 hours.
24 hours, okay. Okay, so at what point did you decide that your track career was over? And when did you decide to coach? This again is from Ajani Saman.
Now, well, in those days, there was no professional meetings, like in Europe, like you have now.
Yeah.
And the only meets that existed were the existing international games, like the CC Games, the Pan Am Games, the Olympics, the World Games. But there were no professional track and field events during that time. And all the things that I did those in college.
Okay.
So it was time now to go and work and take care of family. Because all the time I was in college, I was married and had a child.
Oh.
So it was just a matter of coming back home. Because of what Herb was doing, I wanted a chance to do the same thing. So I got a job. I was lucky, I got a job at Carreras.
Yeah.
And the job was to initiate some niche marketing for cigarettes. And the quid pro quo was I would use, I'd go around the country preaching track and field. And I think that was a big program. Carers had invested thousands of dollars. They went to every single school in the island, giving workshops and things over the next 14 years, and clinics and so on and so forth. Okay. And that was, it was good for me. I tell you a story. I asked George Headley to come and help me, give a lecture. And he was angry. He said, even in Jamaica was such a long time, and nobody asked him to do this. But nobody ever asked me to be kid. I just wrote a proposal and have them look at it, the carers people. They liked it. And I bought a couple of mobile cinema units. And I was on the way.
Yeah, so could you tell us about Bolts of Lightning in the 1970s, 1979 and 1985? And this is from Dr. Odd Mandel.
Well, it was the first time in Jamaica anybody ascribed the name to a team.
Yeah.
But that happened in the States a long time. Herb used to run for a relay team called the Grand Street Boys.
Okay.
You understand? And I was with Herb all my life. I mean, I just host everywhere. And so, Stuffy.
Stuffy?
Yes. Stuffy kind of name Bolts of Lightning.
Yeah?
Yes, and have the big lightning bolt on the shirt. Yeah, but just we made two teams. The sprint team was Bolts of Lightning, and the other team was something Thunder. I don't remember what it was, but that team didn't look quite as well.
Yeah.
No, Ninja.
Okay.
Yeah. But they didn't do quite as well as Bolts of Lightning. But people get all confused. They think it was an extra club. No, it was just...
That's why it was two different clubs.
No, it was not. It's just a name of four guys running.
Okay.
The cast people. And what happened is that the announcers at the time just... As a matter of fact, they called me up one day and said, I can't have two clubs in the same race.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing dynamic about that or anything like that. Those four guys, and I have an idea about what it is. If I were to ask you, what is the longest leg of the relay, which would you say?
Alright, it's definitely not the anchor leg. I think I've heard it is the start leg, but I'm going to guess it is the second leg.
No, it can't be the second leg. If you divide 400 meters into four, each person would run 100 meters ideologically, but they don't have that way. Where the lane ends is the middle of a 20-meter zone.
Yeah.
Later on, we used to use that 20-meter zone all through my life, time in track and field, and until they decided to add 10 meters as an acceleration zone. And that is when the relay times start to improve rapidly. Simply, if the outgoing runner starting achieved 25 miles an hour, and the outgoing runner was to stand up and take the baton would slow.
Yeah.
And the baton is the only important thing in a relay race. So if you don't want the baton to slow, the ideal thing is to try and exchange the baton at equal speeds. And if the guy is going 25 miles an hour, you like to get rid of the thing at 25 or 24 miles an hour. But it takes a little while to get to 24 miles an hour.
Yeah, in that short speed.
In that short space of time. So using the acceleration zone, you have when you reach half the zone, which is the end of the 100 meters, you have to run further along. You have 10 more meters.
Yeah.
And you need to get, for you to achieve 25 miles an hour, you have to pass that line. So what you have to do is see if you can arrange for the outgoing runner to get the button
Near the end.
near
The end of the zone.
near 24 miles an hour. So it has to be at the end of the zone. Now this guy ran 105 meters.
Yeah.
But the other two can only be 100 meters. And the shortest of them all is the anchor leg, because the guy is going to run with the baton in his hand about 95 meters.
Yeah.
So the longest one obviously must be the first one.
The start leg.
Yes, but nobody's not thinking about that.
Yeah.
You understand? So and nobody can pass nobody in 95 meters. You can have a good man, but he running less distance than you. You understand? And and you just have to think about it. The guy who ran the second leg for me was slow in starting.
Oh, okay.
So rather than give him 25, I gave him about 35. So him will run off before everybody else.
Oh.
So I'm afraid to jump. Because but the beauty about this guy, you then once you run about 20 meters, it starts flying. You know, so you make some compensation here.
Yeah.
And you need to have some experience to deal with the relay. I consider saying the man is a good starter. That's nonsensical. You need to get from A to B. You might start everybody, but can't get to B before you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the car in the corner, and madness. You can't run fast enough. The only thing that can keep you going in the direction to which you're going is the inertia. And you cannot generate enough speed that it prevents you from going around the corner. Now, if you say the man is 6'5", I put him in grade 1, it might be a little bit clumsy for him to go around there. But for a few differences here and there, 4 people can run anywhere. Except that the fastest man must start.
Yeah.
Because they get a little extra distance at the vibrato. And there's some guys that cannot go in the corner along tall because it's so sick. But then that's not always the case. Bold run a nice corner.
Very nice corner, yeah.
Yeah, but anybody that tall them can't negotiate the corner properly for some reason. Psychological or otherwise. You make them run the straight. And then you put the next slow guy on the corner. Simply because you can't run your best on a corner and you can't run a straight.
Yeah.
So if I'm mediocre, or, you know, and then the slowest one, you make it run the shortest distance, in my view.
Yeah. So this was your formula then for the success that the team basically had?
Yes, because you didn't have the fast people inside it.
What was the fastest guy on the team? What time?
10-2.
10-2?
Yeah.
Over 100 yards?
No, man.
Meters?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
This guy from JC there. What's his name again? Oh, God. But if it wasn't him starting, because he had several people that make it up, and it was the same 4 guys over. Query B, he ran 10 flat hand time, and he would start.
Oh. And what time did they run?
They ran, the best time they ran was 39.13.
39.1.
So, yeah.
The fastest guy was 10.
Yes.
10-2.
And then everybody else run 10-4. Evan Clark ran 10-6.
Yeah.
Nevers ran 10-3.
Yeah.
And the other person ran about 10-4, 10-3, same thing. Look here, it's a good question to ask, because in Korea Olympics,
Yeah.
when I ran 38.4. You didn't have 4 people, you had about 4 people that could run about 10.2, 10.3.
Yeah.
But at the time, you had about one guy in the mix that ran 10.4. And in Australia, we had one guy that ran 10.2, 2 that ran 10.4, and one that ran 10.5 and ran 38. 38 a little bit. No, 38.4 at that time. The first time was 38.8.
Okay.
So the passes make a lot of difference.
Make a lot of difference on how you
And
position the
and
team.
it was set up, yeah.
All right. What made you think that high school athletes could stay here in Jamaica and train to be world beaters?
Because I went to San Jose State, a university, and they didn't have much money.
Okay.
And Budweiser made every sprinter that came here, everyone, and he had a whole heap. Renan, Willie the Whip. He had many stars. Willie Smith, myself, Thomas Smith.
Thomas Smith.
There's another guy there, like a whole heap of people, many sprinters, and he made them. And the principle is sound. When I went to Monroe there, when I get to them, 2 guys, class 3 guys, or that won champs. With they didn't work themselves to death, did they?
Yeah.
It is a system that is there, and I figure that I could add an occasion to coach Thomas Smith. I was a rookie, freshman, and as a senior, and sometimes would give us the task to deal with the freshmen. Freshmen.
Yeah.
And I love teaching sprints, and I know I could do it. So I got an opportunity at UTech to do it, and so I did.
Okay. Yes, DJ. You and Dr. Songs have started a program of offering pastry courses which allowed athletes who had no subject passes to attend class. Tell us more about that, and this is from Dr. Odd.
Those courses that existed already before I even got there.
Okay. Oh.
So in order to accommodate those people who didn't meet matriculation requirement,
Yeah.
they were part-time students. Gradually, some of them, like hospitality, came about, and they couldn't run for hospitality unless they had the requirement.
Okay.
Full-time program.
That's basically it. You also helped to start the Faculty of Science and Sport, which graduated its first cohort last year. Could you comment on its development and what you hoped to achieve from this program? And I also graduated from that program, so yeah, could you comment on that? Faculty of Science and Sports, FOSS.
Well, I often watch sports news,
Yeah.
and there's always some coaches or officials making statements on a match that had just gone by. And everybody's going to the drawing board, and some cliches, you know. He was good on the day. And
Yeah.
you know, they didn't focus, and you know, they weren't fit, and which would illustrate that they didn't have any idea about what fitness is. and most people use the word generically to fit our situations. For example, if you watch how the football team train, nobody seems to understand that it is an aerobic and aerobic at the same time.
Yeah.
So, but more anaerobic than anything else. Because if you run after the ball, and the guy will run after, pass the ball somewhere, and you run back to him, there can come a time when you need to recover.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to train the person accordingly for the task that the guy is going to do.
Yeah.
In other words, if I tell you to run from Papine to Newcastle every day for a year, you'll be fit to run long.
Yeah.
But it would really help you to sprint, and vice versa. So normally we use the term fit loosely.
Yeah.
Loosely six. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm lying down there and listening to this nonsense. And I decided that I would like to remove them from the face of the earth. And the only way to do it was to start a school.
Yeah.
Because those coaches that exist now that are not trained will fade away. Because we don't not only have a baccalaureate program for management and so on. And as I mentioned to you earlier, and coaching is coaching. It don't matter what you're coaching. The tenets that you read,
Yeah.
you know.
Before the interview.
Yes.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you're doing. It will help coaching anything.
Yeah.
And so the only way to remove them from the scene, just like how we introduce international standards in the country, by example. So you have a school. Now in about 20 years, you won't have any of those people around the place. Because there will be more than just an incremental improvement in information.
Yeah.
But maybe it might improve by arithmetic progression. You understand? So there's no way on God's earth those people is going to exist in the next 20 years. And our thinking is that like TC first, we're producing PE teachers and so on and so forth. The thinking is at a different level.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go international.
Yeah.
So hence the international type things that you have to do.
International type education.
Education. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And so in a little while we'll wipe out all that.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So I graduated from the program, and you're basically saying that I'm one of the many to come who will wipe these in the chair. Oh boy. But the program is doing well though, you know.
Yeah, you take a look around, you got teething pains.
So far, and I think.
But it'll get better as it goes along.
Yeah.
You know? Like everything else, you just start something that people are not thinking about. And in coaching, like the little discussion we had about the relay and all this.
Yeah.
And now, for example, take the start.
Yeah.
Every coach that you talk to is going to tell them to come out the block hard. You understand? But think about it. If your butt is up in the air and your head is down yourself and you come out as hard as possible, describe the path to me.
The path?
Yeah, the path that you can move. If your butt is up so.
Your hip high, so you naturally have a pop up?
No. I'm going forward.
Okay.
And to accelerate, you know you have to start out low.
Oh, that you mean, yeah.
To run at a constant speed,
you're up like
you're up. And to decelerate your back.
Yeah.
So you want to get in running position quickly so you can run. But obviously, if you stay like this, the path that you can get, there's a part here you have to come to optimum speed before you can come up.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
If you don't use your hands, you're not crushing the ground.
And then.
Yes, and so the parts must be something like that.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. In a projectile, and you're a projectile man, must go to 45-degree angle.
Yes.
So if the nearest thing to a projectile is a sprinter. Yeah, then using energy and force to go forward.
Yeah.
So you don't come out. You have to come out efficiently. So you don't have all this force coming down here, where you have to get on optimum speed before you can come up. You understand?
Yeah.
And there's some little things like that that the future coach need to think about and to look at. And we don't do that. Getting hurt. Nobody ever get hurt. I've been coaching all my life and I never lose one man. And people say, that's crazy, because sprinters must get hurt. You don't have to get hurt. You see me hurt on the bed at that man?
No.
You understand? You don't have to get hurt, because the body tells you to get hurt before you even get hurt. You don't have to know to listen to it. So, the whole aspect of managing and training, you need to think and you need to be able to communicate properly.
And you need the education in order.
I need the education to that.
Okay. What would you say to people who say that athletes do not work as hard as people in academics? I mean, it's just a question. One of the persons I don't know who asked me to ask this question.
One is a mental exercise, and the other one is a physical exercise.
It's a physical exercise.
It has to do with attitude and aptitude.
Yes.
Maybe that's what they should do in school and having the SAT test. Have an aptitude test. Some people want to play piano, music. Some people want to paint and draw. Some people want to run. Some people want to swim. Some people want to different people. If you had a world with everybody becoming doctors and lawyers, then who the hell would fix the plumbing? Yes, I mean, and so it's different. It's not about. I can't deal with that.
Yeah. What do you think hinders some of the promising young athletes from making the transition from boys and girls champs to the senior ranks?
The coaches.
Huh?
Yes, because if you work hard, you must rest hard. That's metabolism, you learn that in school.
Yeah.
You have anabolism and catabolism. Yeah, one is build up, one is break down. So if you work hard, they break down. You need to.
Catabolize, you have to anabolize.
Yes.
Super compensation.
Yes. So if you run very hard, you have to rest very hard.
Yeah.
But some people don't think that. They think you should work hard all the time. And the body break down.
Yeah.
You know? And not only that, you don't run with your foot or your hand. You run with your head.
Huh?
Yes.
Explain.
Well, you ever had a fight?
Yes.
You ever lose a fight?
Not that I can remember, no. If I did, I can't remember if I ever lost, no.
All right. You ever win the fight?
Yes.
The guy that you beat up, you want to fight again? The reason why no, the reason why I wanted to fight in the first place is because I'm thinking I can overcome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight at all. But now that you beat the guy to the ground. The guy have no intention of fighting again. I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Until this man too big. I can't deal with him.
Yeah.
So it is a matter of attitude and so on. Now if you beat up a guy, and I think in a way it happened to you. You're a king crank until you come cast and find some big strong man.
Yeah.
And psychologically you didn't think. I had to tell you one day, I remember, I said, you're as good as any of them. Now, if I was your coach, and I know what I know from what I saw, I wouldn't allow you to think that you can't be the guy. Because I don't lose either.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean. Yeah. But I can tell you this much. One day I ran a race with Harry Jerome. I won the race, but only God knows how I win by a thing. And after that, I'll never quite see him. Yeah. Because at one time, Time Magazine asked me, they said, Dennis, what would you like? What would you need to break the world record? And I said, nobody in the world as fast as I am. Because I honestly think nobody could beat me. That race made a difference.
Yeah.
You understand? Shaky confidence a little bit. So if you keep losing, after a while you have people like, well, I don't want to go there. You have a lot of sprinters that come through the high school system that didn't make it.
Yeah. What do you think it takes to make the transition from high school star to pro athlete, winning medals in major championships? General question.
Could you repeat that?
What do you think it takes for high school star athletes to make the transition to pro athletes getting medals at championships?
Okay, well that's what you said.
Getting medals at championships.
You don't have the best star. You take the other star, you don't have nobody that win champs.
Arguable.
The star, being a star might mess him up completely.
Yeah, depends.
Being a star in high school, whenever they come to say cast, and they think with the press and all the big up they get over time. And they come up on about 5 guys that can run past them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there and I've seen that happen.
Well, you have a guy from Monroe that nearly killed everybody, and he was at Mills, and my friend leave Mills and go back to Harrison, remember?
Oh.
The guy from Turks and Caicos. Yeah, he was a fine athlete in high school, but a different thing over the grass.
True.
Yeah, so I mean, good. Maybe if him come as a humble person like Midnight. Midnight is a beautiful guy to coach. Yeah. But your friend Thompson, what is his name?
Who?
Thompson, Monroe, the coach.
No,
man, the one when you went to school.
Oh, Wilson.
Wilson heard that man every other week. And we used to say, they have him running half mile and things like that. And if you remember, I just had him run go up to the little town there. Plymouth Town and come back. And it's just how you apply your knowledge and information and the person, because you can't treat everybody the same way. Yeah. That make a difference. So it's not a generalized thing that you have a right because he was a star in high school to do well as an adult. Yeah. You know. So
you have to work for it.
Not necessarily work. If you come across a bad coach.
True.
Okay, let's put it this way. Let's look at it. Let's take a look at it. Take a look at it. Where all these adult athletes come from in Jamaica?
The ones who are most household names, the ones who are running fast.
Yeah.
Locally? Jamaica?
Yes, locally.
Yeah.
Where them come from? Where most of them come from?
The country.
Man, most of them come from Cass, man.
Cass, oh, that you mean? In terms of club and... Trying to be unbiased.
No, it doesn't be unbiased. No, you just look at the facts.
Yeah.
Most international stars come from one place. They make sprinters, they make hurdlers, they make quarter milers, they make long jumpers, they make triple jumpers, they make high jumpers, they make shot putters, they make half milers. Majority of them come not only from UTEC locally, but from any other institution that exists anywhere else in the world. You don't see that? No, but I can't understand how nobody don't see that. So do you agree or you don't agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Why you agree?
I agree because I've been there and I've seen it myself.
Then how come you can't acknowledge it?
Yeah, I acknowledge it, man.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I
I
should
do.
go and ask me a question like that. They don't come from nowhere else. You still come from anywhere else?
No.
Right, until it starts coming from anywhere else.
Yeah,
You can say, them come from Jamaica.
true. Alright.
That is not to say they're not Jamaicans. But you can run up and down. You say in the club like that in St. Elizabeth, Portland, Montego Bay,
Yeah.
Monroe, Cornwall, Jacob. You see them in China, India, South America, Africa. Where you see them? At Howard, at Harvard, at Princeton, at Arizona State, at Arizona U. Where you see them? USC, UCLA, Stanford, Occidental. Where you see them?
Not many?
I mean, not many. There's none.
Only a cast?
Yes.
UTech.
Yes.
Alright, boss.
No, but if I'm lying, tell me.
No.
So why the country cannot accept that? Why its own people, not even the president of the school, understand that? The damn president, if you I can get that. You go for UTech campus one day
Yeah.
and ask them that. And let me tell you some school in the States. You know, one day an Englishman come and give a lecture. So I've been coaching for 14 years. He said, where you come from? I'm saying, in England. And he said, come off of the stage. Come off of the place. Don't infuse your foolishness. Half of the people that you coach, you say you coach in England, come from the Caribbean. So don't tell me nonsense. Boy, you're coaching for it. You think you need that? Don't you come to me. No, I go somewhere else.
Alright, boss. Moving on. How can we best sustain this current crop? Or this current type of dominance in track and field? Dominance if you mean. Some might disagree.
No, there's nothing to agree or disagree. I've set in motion something I cannot stop. The improvement that we have had at UTech is not stagnant. Every day there's a new set of people because the system is already in place. The school is in place that wipe out our coaches. The information and the behavior will exist until you die. Until the world can accept what we are doing. Very easy, like Sunday morning. Do you ever watch a championship with a little picture? I watched one meet tonight, and there's a little girl. She ran 11 years or so. I cried. Because there's nothing I could fix. Every little kid running with them on straight and high knees.
What do you mean by a cry? Clarify.
Because it's so beautiful to watch. She come from Jamaica or something. But GC Foster is spreading the gospel. UTech is spreading the gospel.
UE is starting to spread the gospel.
No one in the gospel to spread it. no, but Calabar and KC and several other people.
Yeah, these people are spreading the
The gospel. When you look, you see them running like that. And as time goes by, it'll get better. It'll spread all over the place. And everybody will catch us. Not even Uncle Sam, because Uncle Sam is interested in it. They have 300 million people today, and they have one guy from 1849 still around. That man won Samson as a young man, as at the Olympics. The guy from the States. Ask that. He run better to get older. Which is a phenomenon now, not yet mastered.
Yeah. So you're saying how we can sustain this type of dominance in track and field for Jamaica?
By doing what you're doing.
continue to do what you do.
Yeah.
Because a couple of years ago, I think it was 2009 or 2010 when I started UTech, I was doing a course, sports management, and at the end of the course, we were supposed to write a paper. The thesis of my paper basically was how to sustain track and field in Jamaica.
And what was your...
The essence was basically to have more coaches and more knowledgeable coaches in more schools across the country.
And that's what you're trying to do?
Easily, that's why UTech is there. But I wasn't thinking like how you are thinking. And I certainly wasn't thinking back then that I know how I'm thinking now. What I was thinking then was basically analyzing how Champs is. And almost every year at Champs you have different schools with some one athlete, some two athletes that are getting points, that are doing well. And I'm saying, if it is that we can have more coaches who are more knowledgeable about the sport in more of the schools, then we must can increase our chances of finding more talent like this, because both of them come from a traditional high school, nor did a SAFA. And I think many of the other athletes who are now running well for Jamaica didn't come from traditional schools originally. I think they transferred. Even Elaine Thompson, I think, is not from a traditional high school. So that was the essence of.
You have to think in terms sometimes of specificity. They take the coaches that know exist as we know them in the country.
Yeah.
Those who do well and those who don't do so well. The common ground is that Steve, when I go and say this because I'm the one who's here. I have a secret cook. And each coach thinks he's the man. Understand? With nothing wrong with that. You understand?
Certainly in your time you thought you were the man.
I still think I'm the man. Which can be a very bad thing to do. But but it happens.
True.
When you're coaching your team, once you're in Monroe, you are the man.
Yeah.
You say
Most
certainly you're the man.
Yeah.
But I think I'm the man. And I have not met with any kind of success as these guys are meeting with now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Likewise.
Yeah. So what I'm happy about is that I'm at the same venue and the basics that I left there is still being used. And times change. People used to go to the States when I was coaching. People don't want to wear anymore.
Yeah.
Because they realize they can do it right here.
Right here, which is
what I wanted.
good.
Understand me?
Yeah.
And your kids get always better than you are. You could fly high or fly low.
Yeah.
The younger ones are going to have more information, they're going to have more technology, they're going to have all these kinds of things. But I think where people like me come in at 76 is experience and old-time knowledge. Well, I shouldn't say old-time knowledge, but basic knowledge enhanced by some reading. And the information is moving by so fast in this age that you can't catch up on all. So you can't think. I've never once suggested anything to Stephen. Although Stephen came there and worked with me for about 3 semesters.
Serious? Because I myself, along with, I think, from my opinion at least, many other people, I think thought you were the one who basically taught Mr. Francis what he knows.
Yes, and I understand that. He was there. I don't know teacher what he knows. The guy is a brilliant guy. The guy is one of the most brilliant
I basically helped to mold him to what he is.
Yes, when the guy worked for 3 semesters, I gave him a team, you know.
Yeah.
He never bite. I gave him a team because the man was so brilliant.
Yeah, no, I know that.
You understand me? And I'm going out.
Yeah.
So I can't be building something and leave it where he did. Mr. James Miserables or Mr. James Scott, with him come with him tie and I don't know about him.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave something in the hands of somebody who I know. It's not going to change the system too much. And the basic is there and who have some loyalty.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I am. Do you know that Stephen, that I'm the only person that Stephen hug up? Stephen?
Francis?
Yes. When he sees me, he greets me and he gives me a hug. To this day. And he has been more successful than I ever was internationally. So the guy, he respects me, and for me, that's a privilege.
True.
You understand?
Yeah. I, along with many other people, I don't think we've been blessed with even good morning or good evening. So a hug is something that you're privileged.
From Steve. Can't imagine Steve hugging anybody.
Privileged, many stories, but anyway, yeah, as sprinting legend, and this question is from Rajiv Service. As sprinting legend in the 60s, when you look at what's happening today, do you wish you could be competing with some of these athletes?
You want an answer for that?
Yeah, of course. Short, long, anyway.
Nobody has run faster since 1948.
Huh?
Nobody has run faster since 1948.
I don't understand. When you say nobody has run faster since 1948, no, good. Explain.
All right. In 1948, there's a guy named Mel Patton that broke the world record for the sprinting. He ran 9.3.
9.3
for the 100 yards.
100 yards. Okay.
From 1948 until 1961, the record couldn't be broken. Yet still in recent times, the record broke many times. Why between 48 and 61 the medal, the thing was never broken? A number of factors. One, because it takes so long to break the record. The authorities, they say, look now, it can't work.
Yes, so DJ, what do you think gives Jamaican athletes the edge over others?
The edge? I understand more of the story than anybody else. We understand the story, we understand the system.
Yeah.
And we have champs and we have all people running from the grave, I mean, from the cradle.
Yeah.
Prep school championship. You know, there's a lot of interest from that point of view, from the institutional point of view, but not necessarily from the people.
Oh. What are your views on some of our top athletes switching allegiance?
Well, people, I just tried to explain it to you a while ago, that people do things by choice. There might be some argument, something that both parties don't like, and them separate and go, you know.
If you were choosing, or if you were an athlete today, and you were choosing a local club to train, which club would you choose and why? And this is from Kings Rose.
You take.
Why not Racers? Or Akon, or Sprinter, why not?
Because they love about success. Let's take the one that is more successful about Mills. Mills don't coach people who are mediocre.
Say that again?
Mills don't coach anybody that's mediocre.
That's mediocre, okay.
Yeah, anywhere you find a talent, and work with them. So when the talent die, like I explained to you, when the brain think maybe them with a lot and have a lot of money and them young and them go off in a different direction psychologically, and then when they're ready to come put it back together, them can't, because there's a measure of hunger to achieve what you want to achieve. And right now, him had an abundance of glory, and right now him not having the same kind of success as him had 2 years ago, or as much as a year ago. Until him find another set of guys, but he's a very good technician. But him never hurdlers and the high jumpers or other women, you know.
Some people just want to specialize in one area.
Well, then
Different approach.
You asked me what my choice was, and all I'm saying, my choice would go to class for these reasons.
What do you think is preventing us from consistently producing 400-meter runners? From Markwell.
That's not true. One time when there was a mechanic around the place, we had nothing but quarter miles. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, you have both the place, you have a whole hunch of sprinters. And so the quarter mile are coming back again. You have at least 4 little picnic around, 4 little bit and so on.
What are some of the important elements of training that helps a sprinter to run faster?
Couldn't repeat that.
What are some of the important elements of training that helps a sprinter to run faster?
The drills.
Drills.
Drills and the tenets that I put forward in my book, the epilogue.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm and all that. Communication, understanding a little bit physiology and movement and things like that.
Yeah.
And of course, a positive attitude, a good coach, relaxation, etc.
Yeah. I can remember you came one time, you were at Monroe, and a group of us gathered around you and you were talking, and I can remember you were talking about relaxation. And I mean, basically anything that you spoke of in those times, it resonated with me, and it stayed with me for a while. And in 2006, I remember that I was competing at Champs and I saw Johan Blake running to 200. And I'm saying for a guy who is running 10.21 seconds, and for a guy who is, or 10.3, whatever that was at the time, and for a guy who is splitting 45 seconds on a 400, he should be running probably about 20.3, 20.4, 20.2 even, going 200. And when I reached that Carter, because when we gathered around you, your thing was you should always try to relax. If you're going to lose, lose looking pretty. Yeah. And so you were saying that, you should, if you come around and you see the line and you feel like you're going to tighten up, then you should try smiling. And I said that you and Blake because it was Ben, Blake and Brian, we were all in they grouped us alphabetically and assigned the room as such. And I remember, he was saying, Brian, so and so, we were talking, and I said, hey man, look here, you're at the character games, alright? And you are more than likely going to win. So, in the heats, this is what I want you to do. When you come around the bend, don't tighten up. As you come around the bend and you see the home straight, you see the finish line, just start smile. And he did that, and he ran about 21.2 something, or was 21.3, somewhere thereabouts, in the heats, looking very, very, very easy. And that stayed with me for a while. And he run come back, hey Brian, it work. In the finals though, him try go feet. He try go too hard.
The last race that Bolt ran. The heats and the semifinals.
The heats and then the final, yeah.
Did you see the heats?
Yeah.
It's like no one was strolling.
Yeah.
The finals was the same.
Yeah, tight.
So
even though him start never as good in the finals, it was better in the heats, but
no, it don't matter. If you understand the crab cycle, you'll see it don't matter. You have some people in front of you can beat. It's damn cute too. Sometimes you go to a competition, you're going to beat the rest of people that is there.
Yeah.
So you don't worry about it. It's the same way with sprinters. When you're on top of your game, you don't worry about it. But the only thing we're trying to point out here is that it was relaxed. Just have a man doing this and run 987. And at the time I was hustling around some run 987. I must remember them that nobody started the race with a dog.
Yeah.
So they know here any better. You know, it might, you know, it could have run 985.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the people have been telling the races, people run against every day, you're going to catch them easily, man. And thing.
Yeah.
So you can see where relaxation is is like, you know, the best sprinter I've seen though, I don't like him. It's the same crookish one night.
Who?
One from America. I never remember his name.
Gatling,
Gatling.
Gatling?
Yeah, man. Gatling is perfect. Our long stride I carry low to the ground. I'm running like a robot. If you put...
And many people would disagree with you in saying that.
No, man.
Asafa and
But Asafa is not the best technician in the world. Neither is Bolt.
Yeah.
But for example, the greatest sprinter we ever had of all times, the best sprinter,
Dennis Johnson.
Stewart.
That's Raymond.
Yeah.
Mm.
You ever seen Raymond run?
No, I've heard of it, but...
Oh Lord Jesus, man, they're crying. They say, man, beautiful.
What about my guy from Trinidad, when Darrell Brown?
No, man.
Maurice Green.
Man, this guy is fantastic. What's his name?
Who? Raymond?
No, man. The one that nobody likes, him full of drugs. I can't remember. Gatling. Gatling have the best farm now. As a matter of fact, if Gatling run against 6 people, and all them 6 months old, him run 975 CMA. Him don't know to stop. He can't stop again on the feelings. He just can't.
Yeah.
You know, he can't run slow. You ever see him run slow? The man run against some babies, some half-idiots, and he was about 10 years down the road. You understand? He can't help it.
Yeah.
He just programmed to run fast. Because it's like, you have any children?
Not yet.
You plan to have some?
Probably.
We're going to name him Paul. I'll say name him Paul. When Paul is 5 years old, you're a bitch like.
Yeah.
Who get hurt? Him or you?
Him.
You understand? Getting is a joke. I was in 50. Him go block some ass like that. And people still looking at like that now. Yes, go ahead.
What do you think about Elaine Thompson?
Great.
Great?
Yeah, man. But that bears on the system works.
The system works.
It works.
Okay, everybody's catching them head on.
Where she come from and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The system works, high in the action. The book.
I mean, personally, I could see a Fisher. I cannot say I could see a Kimali Brown. Probably, yeah, probably no. I could see a Fisher. I could see a Julian Forte. But I mean, I've even helped because
No, Forte have a problem. Yeah, Forte can't lift. And he drop down.
Yeah, I realize.
He's a good sprinter, but his knee can't come up.
Knee difficult. But
The one who's very good is Fisher. I like how Fisher for a year. Nobody could beat that. The man fast out the blacks, man.
Powerful, man.
Fisher. All Fisher wanted somebody to love him. Yeah. He must need some care and make him do some finishes.
Yeah.
Because all happens is that he was boss. And the people that run by him. But they was very, very fast. One of the fastest youngsters I've seen in many years.
Yeah, man.
They're very quick.
What are the blocks in?
Yeah. But he's
not Jamaican anymore, so.
No, this is where I think I'm the very best. No, I see things that nobody else see.
Like what?
What kind of question did you ask me? Like the entire discussion we've been having now. What you have to say?
Herbert, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think you have some key insights on certain stuff that I guess most of the coaches don't tend to see. Minor details and stuff.
Experience,
like
man.
and
what the years
as
and interest.
Said, experience.
And interest for a long period, probably you can.
And just the love for the sport overall.
Yeah.
No, but the things I'm saying is simple and straightforward. I'm not saying anything that is skyrocket, rocket science. Have I said anything that is strange?
No. I mean, when you say that people are necessarily run faster since 1948, no, it's kind of strange, I must say, but you put forward a logical explanation which we can understand.
No, if I'm wrong, that didn't mean that one day I'm going to run too flat.
We'll go move DJ, the battery. So you think Elaine Thompson is great?
Yes.
And you think she will take over from Shelly and Fraser Pryce? And you think that Stephen is right by not making her run the 100 for whatever reason? I mean, I'm just asking on behalf of what is expressed.
Stephen is a very bright man.
Expressed from the
And if you have two good people,
yeah,
why you want one to become second?
True.
Why?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
What is involved, you know? You ever notice that all the women I'm loving? Hello?
True.
Except Sharon. No, but the pocket rocket would swear by him, my coach. Yeah. And so is this girl. Wait a minute, a pitfall against the other? For what? And it's not a major thing.
And this is your opinion, yes.
Yeah, and the JHA is just so stupid, because if you have two people like that, you don't enter them to get goal.
Yeah.
But no. And they run on trials. So, you know, and they're stupid. And the JHA, or we're having a camp, and everybody must be in the camp by 9 o'clock Friday. You think I'm going to give my athlete to some high school guy to coach? Who don't understand the psychology, who don't understand the whole workings of this thing. You teach your guys shot with it.
Yeah.
And this one. After you don't set up your system and set up your way and thing. You're going to get the kid to me and say, all right, DJ.
If I trust you, why not?
No. But it's not something you'd want to do.
Yeah. Admittedly, yeah.
Yeah, you might do it for other reasons. Or Uncle Dennis this and Uncle Dennis do that for me, and Uncle Dennis. And I like Uncle Dennis. But deep down in your heart, you don't like, this is my baby. This is something I'm doing. Before the idiots create, some good people, create a space for a man to come in and coach more people.
What do you think of Christopher Taylor?
Phenomenal. Good.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
you think he's one that will progress?
In progress already. Yeah, man, the guy is good.
He's good.
Nothing else for progressing. But I like from 45 and split part 4.
What do you think about Shelly and Fraser Pryce? And do you believe that she gets the amount of respect and recognition as she so rightly deserves?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
I personally don't think so.
She, in my view, she can't get anything more because the people that are supposed to credit her, they don't even like her. They don't like nothing at all that Stephen Francis had. And give it a bunch of idiots. They give some people OD who never done damn thing. And some people did that have an OJ, then get them an OD. And those who don't know them get them get them a CD or something. So
DJ. What?
Of course she deserves more. She live in another country.
Yeah.
She'll be alright. But in Jamaica.
Alright, more than alright.
But in Jamaica.
Come on, man. most can do better than that. But I mean, it's
I need a year idea. She don't need them.
yeah.
Have my business going on and she's doing alright.
True. What do you see happening to Jamaica's track and field in the next 5 to 8 years? Yeah, what do you see happening to Jamaica's track and field in the next 5 to 8 years?
Well, there's a lot of changes. You have Iris and Makok is dead.
Yeah.
So you got new people coming on. There's going to be a changing of the guard. And that is why it is so important to educate people about sport and the kind of management necessary to keep it going.
What parts of Jamaica's track and field do you like?
What part? What do you mean?
What parts of Jamaica's track and field do you like? If you don't like some part, it must mean you like some part.
No,
what parts you prefer? What parts you love?
No, but they have some plus factors.
Yeah.
Take a place like Trinidad. They've quite all day long in the administration thing. But Jamaica has always been fair in terms of who they select for officials.
Who they select?
Who they select.
You like that?
Yeah, but they've done the hanky-panky there. I don't think.
Very cool. How can the government help track and field here in Jamaica?
The government cannot help.
None at all. Not to give money, but I mean, say for instance, they have a program where by 2020, they decide that every high school must have at least one trained coach so that, more talent can be unearthed for the duration.
No, you see, you're not you're assuming a premise.
Assuming, but I mean, it's a premise.
No, but it's not going to work. For example,
but
I was talking to the Minister of Sports.
Yeah.
And she said the greatest institution for sport in this country is GC Foster.
GC Foster.
Yeah. And then she looked at me and laughed. I said, well, you might be a notch.
That is the current Minister of Sports?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
2015, August.
Yes, as we speak. It just happened the other day.
Alright.
Which goes to show you that politically, if gold come over the gold medal, the people that come to meet him is PNP crowd. And vice versa. It would the JP crowd and say, what will Jamaica has produced? You understand? The whole political thing. When Cuba gave them the school, when they gave them the school, they had the Ministry of in government and taking care of it, and it wasn't until later on that it went to the Ministry of Education, which show you that the people are not really thinking. And all the school have the teachers and stuff like that, not the basic are fine.
Alright, do you think Bolt will do enough to win the 100 and the 200 in Beijing?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Do you think Steve Francis should write a book?
I hope he does.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he wants. Or
He will eventually.
Any particular advice you want to leave with coaches, young coaches and athletes? Well, young or whatever the case is.
Read.
Yeah.
Read.
That's it.
That's it.
Alright, DJ. Thank you, sir. Whenever again. Respect.